Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn, you don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here I come! Here I come! Here I come! Here I come! Get it!
To throw is Bortles. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Green, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Now, when A.J. Green is on the field, you never know what you're going to get, but it's usually exciting, and that was certainly exciting.
He's an elite route runner, has big-time speed, tremendous body control, and I love the way he reacts to the ball in the air. He locates the ball a lot faster than defensive backs and makes plays on them, and they often turn out really, really good for Cincinnati Bengals.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got deep.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Matt Breida, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Love. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 56 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Hey, Alpha. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Rip left, rip left.
Hey. Let's go.
Now Bortles. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Safety's creeping.
On third down, a run from Breida. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, 56 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Hopkins with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Matthew Ioannidis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Throwing now is Bortles. That'll be complete to Breida. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Go.
56. Hey.
Delta.
56. Mike's 56.
Now Bortles. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
That's it, bro. We go for it. Got it.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And an alley to run. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Ricky. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Hey.
Where we go?
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
You ready?
Hey, Zoo.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Here we go.
56. Mike 56 right there.
Smooth.
6. Double dog. That's the way. Mike 56. Mike 56. Yeah.
Yes. Mike.
From midfield, here's Bortles. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mike 51. Mike 51. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
On 3rd down, Haskins. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. It's caught by Jackson. And all the way down to the 42. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards.
Hey, lock it.
Check 4, check 4. Slam, slam, slam.
42-yard line.
Let's go.
This is Breida. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Indy.
Come to my work.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Redskins scoop it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold it, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Ready,
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Big grip.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Army, Army. Army, Army. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Yo, go.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Hey, Charlie.
Wow.
Ready.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And really pouring it on now with the Falcons. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a gain.
He's got daylight. 20. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Redskins have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
At their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Defense. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, let's get this. Get this. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Hey, Foxtrot.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Here's Bortles to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Ioannidis getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this.
To try again after the sack. Bortles steps away to his left. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run again with Love on 1st down. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 33 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On 1st down, here's Love. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 26-yard line.
Here we go. Henry. Hey, let's go. Back. Hey, Mike 51. Yeah, let's get that ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Love. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
you. I got you. Go. Hands here. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
To throw on third down. Haskins throwing the out route incomplete. That's Love. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Mike, 56. Mike, 56.
Bravo.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. On the ball.
Look at me. Zipper.
Boys, 56. Check, 56. Let's go.
Now Bortles. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On the carry, it's Love. And an alley to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Haskins going to try to throw it, and this is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Tackles.
Now it's Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Love. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
65.
They'll run for it with Love. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
56. Bandit.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins.